Hello everyone, in this video I am talking about the origin of pharmacovigilance guidelines. The pharmacovigilance is a science and activities related to detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of adverse effects or any other possible drug related problems. Let's move towards the ICH guidelines for a pharmacovigilance. First point, the organization and objectives of ICH. The full form of ICH is a International Conference on Harmonization of a technical requirements for a pharmaceuticals for a human use. The ICH, established in April 1990, initiative for the regulators and pharmaceutical industries, reformed as non-profit legal entity under Swiss law on 23 October 2015. The ICH formed to assure safety, quality and efficacy of medicines. The members of ICH, who include members from drug regulatory authorities and research-based industries of a European Union, United States and Japan, will discuss on the technical procedures and documents required. Next point, need of harmonization. The difference in the technical requirements and the procedures followed by different countries made the global marketing for the drugs as a time consuming and expensive. To reduce the cost and the time required for the global marketing of drugs, harmonization of technical requirements has to be promoted. Special guidelines to be framed to ensure the quality, safety and the efficacy of the drugs. Objectives of ICH. First objective, harmonized interpretation and the application of the technical guidelines and requirements for marketing authorization to reduce duplication of the testing of the drugs under investigation, increase economical use of resources, eliminate unnecessary delay in availability of new medicines. Second objective is safeguarding quality, safety and efficacy. Third objective is accomplish through technical guidelines that are implemented by the regulatory authorities. The International Conference on Harmonization's members. The ICH covers 3 regions: European Union, United States of America and Japan. There are 6 parties the participate in ICH. First is European Commission, representing 28 members of a state of Europe. Second, the European of Federation of a Pharmaceutical Industries and Associations. Third, the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan. Fourth, the Japanese Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association. Fifth, the United States Food and Drug Administration. And sixth, the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacture of America. Let's move towards the ICH guidelines for a pharmacovigilance. The ICH has published a number of documents setting standards for safety, both clinical and preclinical. Preclinical guidelines have an yes designation, example S1, S2, etc. It should be noted that the clinical safety guidelines are designed as A. These documents provide a high degree of detail about the expected manner, method, timing, frequency, and circumstances in which pharmaceutical companies and other relevant parties need to report suspected adverse reactions and other vital clinical data to regulatory authorities. The clinical safety guideline has an identifying code, and during the lifetime of the ICH, the codes have already been revised to reflect the development and evolution of those standards documents. The ICH guidelines, even clinical safety for the drug intended for long-term treatment of a non-life-threatening conditions. E2A, clinical safety data management, definitions and standards for expedited reporting. E2B, R2, maintenance of the clinical safety data management, including data elements for transmission of individual case safety reports. E2B, R3, clinical safety data management, data elements for transmission of individual case safety reports. E2C, R1, clinical safety data management, periodic safety update reports for marketed drugs. E2C, R2, periodic benefit risk evaluation report. E2D, post-approval safety data management, definitions and standards for expedited reporting. E2E, pharmacovigilance planning. E2F, development safety update report. Post-approval safety management guideline. Post-approval safety management (E2D) guideline was finalized in 2003 and provides a standardized procedure for post-approval safety data management, including post-approval expedited reporting to the concerned authority. It parallels and adds to the E2A document which covered pre-approval safety data management by covering post-marketing safety data management. This document standardizes data management of cases from consumers, literature, internet, and other types of post-marketing cases. Next point is pharmacovigilance planning. This guideline was finalized in 2004 and is intended to aid in planning pharmacovigilance activities, especially in the preparation for the early post-marketing period of a new drug. Main focus of this guideline is on a safety specification and pharmacovigilance plan that might be submitted at the time of the application for the marketing. All three regions of ICH have been turning their attention to risk management and pharmacovigilance planning throughout the life cycle of the drug. This document reflects ICH's view. The principles of a pharmacovigilance planning guidelines. First, planning of pharmacovigilance activities throughout the product of life cycle. Second, science-based approach to risk documentation. Third, effective collaboration between regulators and industry. Fourth, applicability of the pharmacovigilance plan across 3 ICH regions. Sections of pharmacovigilance plans. There are 3 sections. First is safety specification. Second, pharmacovigilance plan. Third, annex pharmacovigilance methods. Next point is good clinical practices for a pharmacovigilance planning. Good clinical practices are stand-alone document and its guidelines are given in ICH E6. The good clinical practice is an international ethical and scientific quality standards for designing, conducting, recording and reporting trials that involve the participation of human subjects. Compliance with this standard provides the public assurance that the rights, safety and well-being of a trial subjects are protected consistent with the principles that have their origin in the Declaration of Helsinki and that the clinical trial data are credible. It's all about the origin of a pharmacovigilance guidelines. Thank you.